Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be, if you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Allen hands off to McCoy. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On play action, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Bravo. 52's the mark, boys. 52. He's coming down.
2nd down and goal. Allen escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Miami.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Now it's Rosen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 22, Allen looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the Bills' 15-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Rosen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right. Big stop. Big stop. Let's go.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's get it. Switch.
Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check three. Alert. Hey, home.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check 52 the mic.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Allen off the play fake. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Allen. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
52, Mike, 52. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have taken the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Faking the give to Drake. Now Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Rosen to throw. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Rosen, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the
John Brown, the 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Hauschka with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Monday.
Here's Rosen. And Stills over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Pass 85, pass 85.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
All day, baby, all day.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 52, by 52. Check pass, check pass.
On play action, Allen trying to lay one up deep. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
80. Hey, box truck.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. Monday.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jerry Hughes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the way.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Let's go.
Now Allen off the bootleg. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Orbit. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. What's that? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Where's the...
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hey.
10th carry now for McCoy. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check that. We're on Mike 52.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down 80! Oh, you got deep? Double time. Regular. What's that?
On play action, Allen going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D.
Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
52's the mark, boy. 50.
Five.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Where's 52?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Frank Gore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Going deep here for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Show it in. Show it in. Middle. All 52. Hey, Mike 52.
Hey, Haywood.
I'm coming up to you. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Rosen will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield. 52.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. McCoy, he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
56, 56.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52. Go.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete. It's goal. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is TJ Yeldon, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. TJ Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
80.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That will third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
No. Round 80. 52 right here. 52. Let's go.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point?